Imagine a world where the only way to communicate long distance was through letters or fixed-line telephones. A world with no instant information, no social media, and no funny cat videos to brighten your day. Hard to picture, right? Well, this was the world before the internet. A revolutionary invention that didn't just change how we connect with one another, but completely transformed the way humanity functions. And like most great revolutions, it started small. Let's rewind to the 1960s, a time when humanity was dreaming big. The space race was in full swing, computers were the size of entire rooms, and scientists were beginning to ask daring questions. What if we could link these massive computers together? What if machines could send data to one another, even if they were miles apart? These questions set the stage for the birth of the internet. The foundations of the internet began with a groundbreaking project called ARPANET. In 1969, the United States Department of Defense started ARPANET as a way for researchers to share information across their sprawling campuses without having to meet in person. At the time, nobody had any idea this experimental network would one day spawn a global phenomenon. But in October of that same year, a historic moment occurred. A computer at UCLA sent the first ever message to another computer at Stanford. What was the message? Log in. Simple, right? Except the system crashed after just the first two letters, LO. So, technically, the first internet message was just hello. Perhaps a fitting start to something so massive. Hello, world! Over the next few years, ARPANET expanded. By the 1970s, innovators like Vinton Cerf and Robert Kahn developed a revolutionary set of communication rules known as TCP/IP, the very protocols that allow computers to talk to one another. Think of TCP/IP as the universal language of the internet, enabling different systems to connect seamlessly. With this foundation laid, the dream of a truly interconnected world started to feel possible. Fast forward to the 1980s, and the internet, or rather, networks of networks, was becoming a reality. Researchers and universities worldwide were joining this growing web of connections. Then in 1983, TCP/IP officially became the standard, and ARPANET transitioned into what we now recognize as the internet. But while these were seismic steps, the internet was still very different from what you see today. There were no websites, no Google, no Facebook, only dry lines of text shared on rudimentary systems. Then came the game changer, the World Wide Web. In 1989, a British computer scientist named Tim Berners-Lee had a radical idea. He envisioned a system of linked pages that could be accessed on demand through special addresses. Essentially, Berners-Lee invented what we now think of as websites and hyperlinks. By 1991, the first ever website was published, laying the foundation for an era defined by boundless exploration and information sharing. The 1990s became the internet's adolescence, messy, exciting, and full of potential. Netscape Navigator made browsing easy and accessible. Platforms like Yahoo and AOL quickly brought millions online. And in 1998, a small company with a quirky name, Google, was founded, changing the way we search for information forever. Then came the 21st century, and with it, an internet explosion. Facebook connected friends. YouTube brought videos to your fingertips. Wikipedia made entire libraries accessible with a click. And smartphones put the internet in your pocket, making it a constant companion in your daily life. Suddenly, the internet wasn't just a tool. It was a world all its own, where you could work, shop, learn, entertain yourself, and interact with billions of other people. Today, the internet is no longer just a network of computers. It's a network of everything. Smart homes, wearable devices, and artificial intelligence are all powered by the incredible connectivity the internet provides. Social media influences culture and politics. E-commerce has revolutionized entire industries, and streaming platforms have forever altered how we consume content. But along with its wonders, the internet also brought challenges. Concerns about privacy, misinformation, cybercrime, and the digital divide. The gap between those who have access to the internet and those who don't. And yet, one thing remains certain. The internet has fundamentally changed what it means to live in the 21st century. From those two letters sent in 1969 LO, we now live in a world where over 5 billion people are connected online. So, where does the internet go from here? From virtual reality to quantum computing, the possibilities seem endless. The internet is far from finished. It's only just beginning.